famine and war would devastate the human race by the year 1732 CE. From the time I am writing this, 1555 CE, before 177 years, 3 months and 11 days, by pestilence, long famine and wars, and more still by inundations. The world between this day and that before and after shall be diminished, and its population so reduced that there will hardly be hands enough to attend to agriculture, and the lands will be left as long without culture as they have been under tillage. Even though he gave himself a window of 177 years for this prophecy to come true, it still failed to materialize. Moreover, thanks to the Industrial Revolution of the 18th century, there were major advances in agriculture which resulted in the human population exhibiting unprecedented sustained growth, the exact opposite of what Nostradamus predicted. Just one failed prophecy is enough to disqualify a person from being a genuine prophet. What then should we expect of prophecies from a genuine prophet of God? The purpose of spending some time looking at Nostradamus was to establish a benchmark to help us distinguish false prophets from true ones. Only genuine prophets of God, those who receive information from God, the one who has complete knowledge of the future, can get it right every time. This is the key difference between a false prophet and a true one. As we will see by comparison, the Quran contains accurate predictions about the future which are clear in meaning as they provide detailed information, such as timelines, the names of people, and specific places. Against all odds, the Byzantine victory against the Persians, the 30th chapter of the Quran, named the Byzantines, opens with the declaration of a prophecy about the victory of the Byzantines over the Persians. The Byzantines have been defeated in a nearby land. They will reverse their defeat with a victory in a few years' time. God is in command, first and last. On that day, the believers will rejoice at God's help. This prophecy was made at a time when the Persian Empire was sweeping away everything before it. The once mighty Byzantine Roman Empire was suffering defeat after defeat at the hands of the Persians. The Byzantines could offer little resistance as they were being internally torn apart by political turmoil. In order to fully appreciate the significance of this prophecy, it is necessary to understand the political context of the region. Shortly before the advent of Islam, these two superpowers of the region were at war with each other for 20 years. The Byzantine Empire was overrun by Persian armies as it had never been before. The Persians took Damascus in 613 CE. This was shortly followed by the capture of Jerusalem in 614 CE. The flood of Persian conquest did not stop with the capture of Jerusalem. Egypt was next conquered, and then the Persian armies were knocking at the gates of Constantinople, the very heart of the Byzantine Empire. The humiliation of Byzantines had sunk to such low depths that the Persian Emperor Khosrow is said to have wanted to see the Byzantine Emperor Heraclius brought before him in chains to the foot of his throne, and was not prepared to give him peace till he had abjured his crucified God and embraced the worship of the sun. It was in these circumstances that the Quran made the astonishing claim that the whole situation would soon be completely reversed by a Byzantine victory. The first thing to note about the prophecy is the detail it provides. Not only does it name the two nations that are at war, but it also declares a clear victor and provides a short time frame in which it will take place if the author of the Quran were guessing. Then surely they would have backed the seemingly unstoppable victory of the Persians. Moreover, wouldn't the author have played it safe by making the prophecy vague and ambiguous, just in case it didn't materialize? Abu Lahab dying a disbeliever. The 111th chapter of the Quran, named the Palm Fiber, declares that one of Islam's great enemies, Abu Lahab, would die as a disbeliever. May the hands of Abu Lahab be ruined. May he be ruined too. Neither his wealth nor his gains will help him. He will burn in the flaming fire. Notice again how the Quran provides detail. It identifies the specific individual in the prophecy when the author could have played it safe by using more